We are the same. Millions of years have passed for the human beings. The Master says we are the same. We still fight, we still have problems with our relations, society, nation, food, safety. That's what we were talking just about. We are still immature. We claim that we have achieved such a greatest feat. We still have the same fear, frustration, anxiety, conflict, and the confusion in our daily living. Not only we created problems to ourselves, but we also created problems for others. This is what our master says, that we are living in ignorance. Millions of years have passed of the human so-called civilization. We have done tremendous work in art and the science and technology, but we never we never understood clearly our emotions, our mind, our impulsive nature. We have never, we have never seen the change. Last time I was saying that, I said that let us understand that who sends me the message or email to be angry when they meet me. They should get upset. I should get upset. Did you send the email? Did you send the message to me? And still I get upset. This is what our master says. It is all about ignorance. Ignorance means misunderstanding, error in perception, wrong notion. We build a wrong notion about someone and then that person meets us and we are ready to react. So that proves that we did not change for millions of years. We did not change inside. One of the major factor here that our mind demands people, place, situation, relation should change according to me. I should not change. My honey should change, but I should not change. My boss should change, but I should not change. My kids should change, but I do not change. My home should change, my salary should be changed, my income change, but I am not ready to change. This is the emotional maturity. This is the emotional maturity, and that causes the physical, mental, emotional challenges in our life. And when we have challenges at all the three levels, ultimately we have to suffer. Now see the other part, and we should answer the question that what happens to my mind when we do not want to change, but we expect the world around me, people, place, situation should change. So the master points out very intelligently. It says when we expect everything should change outside and we do not want to change, we lose self-awareness. Simple. We lose that self-awareness, and then what happens? We find the mind starts working on us. When the mind starts working on us, we do not see, we do not realize that I should change. Instead, our hope continues that the world one day will change. And when the world will change, I will be happy. So here, this master makes a fun of our mind in a different way. What he says that, look, we all know intellectually that the wealth cannot buy happiness, but the mind emotionally is deeply attached to the wealth. Eastern wisdom says, peace is your essential nature. Mind says, first, let me buy happiness by having a wealth. I don't see the wealth should fulfill the basic needs. I see the wealth will definitely buy happiness. So this is the process of thinking and understanding logically, what should we do? Simple question, we should know. Simple answer, the simple who we are. How mind causes the problem and the suffering. And we should also realize how we are responsible for our stress and suffering. All comes down to one thing: the mental or emotional immaturity causes lot of suffering. This young guy, I taught him for a couple of weeks, and then he told me one day, you see that, my parents are crazy. You have not to pay attention to them, you have to pay attention to your own mind. I did not teach you to take care of your parents and analyze your parents. So sometime what happens, our direction also changes. When we start learning the Eastern wisdom, we start analyzing others, how immature my parents are. I said, did I say you that you go and tell your parents that how immature you are? That is, again, a deeper level of emotional, mental immaturity. I said, you take care of yourself. What is the problem? The lack of self-awareness. In the lack of the self-awareness, we do not know what we are doing. We become angry but do not know why. If we know, we ends in problem. We created unfavorable conditions and situations in our life. We created things that may end up with a lot of challenges. So what Eastern wisdom does? Eastern wisdom says simply it is an instrument of knowledge. I have been saying it again. It is a knowledge of knowing who we are. What exactly is the world? Can I take care of the world, or the world should take care of me? Should I hold world responsible for my stress and suffering? The problems and the suffering will never come to an end. The world is constantly changing. It is in flux. But when I look at myself, that let me find out the way I should remove the wrong notion about the world and let me respond in a way to remain in a favorable situation, remain calm, remain happy, remain peaceful. That is the greatest possibility. We all have. Every human being have. And that is why the Master says, first, let us have a mindset that aims at the self-discovery by understanding the simple principles, followed by constant listening, learning, and the practice until we realize the mind has changed. So what will happen when the mind will drop the wrong notions? You will find that you are always relaxed. Sometime maybe the past impression may haunt you, but ultimately you will be able to realize it and you will calm down. Your mind will not create any unfavorable situation in your life, even at the physical level, mental level, emotional level. So the main thing is that we should start using the intellect instead of the mind. And start thinking in our daily life. Daily life practices must listening and learning. So what happens by the constant repeated listening and learning? One day this mind clicks. What it clicks? The mind say, oh, you have been working on me unnecessarily. Nobody told me to get upset, but I still get upset. Nobody told me to be angry, but still I become angry. So it is the best way that the moment it clicks, the mind drops all those challenges. That is the point of the mental maturity, and that is known as the wisdom. The knowledge has been translated into the wisdom. And when that wisdom dawns in our mind, then we become a seeker. And the seeker never fails in the journey. So we should constantly keep in the mind these principles. Yeah, millions of years we have not changed. Now the time has come for me to change my mind. And that's what I have been saying again and again, that we should think of, we should analyze the mind, whether the mind is working on me or whether I am working on the mind. I get upset, I'm into anxiety, I have a reaction, I have a duality, I have a conflict, mind is working on me. Nobody told me to be angry and upset, but still we become. It's a simple way to understand that we are not aware. We lost our self-awareness in daily living. We go like a machine, we go like the animal mind. So the greatest message our master gives, we should think over what the mind is doing. So that thinking part is the intellect. And the moment we start using the intellect, the power of discernment naturally comes to the mind. So we are able to separate, discerning. This is right, this is not right. So the moment we realize that this is right and this is what I like and pleasant, so I separate the two and the wisdom dawns in. That is the beginning to become a seeker, and the seeker never fails. Let us start our journey today. Close your eyes and close your eyes, being comfortable. So eyes are closed and adopt the best position of the body, whatever the position you want to have it. And look at the neck joint. Feel the sensation and experience. What do you experience? You experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Simple thing to do. Move the mind on the shoulder joints. So now you see that when I say that move the mind on the shoulder joints, what exactly we are doing? We are just taking over the mind. Mind, and you experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. The mind stops searching that comfort outside. Basic needs are necessary. For example, it's cold, so temperature in the room should be okay. But ultimate comfort and steadiness comes from within. And mind moves on the hip joint, be there, feel, and experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Look at the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. Feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Simple way, how easy, we are not doing anything. Now being carefree. So you have the thoughts and feeling and images. Let them come and go. That's what I have been saying. Let these thoughts, feeling, and the sensations, they come and go. They want to take over us. How they want to take over? First they have a thought, then you get associated with the feeling, and then the feeling makes you lose your self-awareness, and the moment you lose your self-awareness, it is done. Then it becomes impulsive, it becomes instinctive. So what happens in being carefree? That your mind internally separates itself from all the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts that are coming to your mind. So how to separate? You just become an observer. The way you are watching and feeling the cold outside, the way you are watching and feeling the thoughts and feelings outside, as if they are outside you. And that is what I said, that the mind should first learn, intellect should start thinking. That helps me to separate myself from you're just looking, being aware, allow the thoughts to come and go. So you recognize they are unwelcome, unwanted thoughts. And we will continue with the same practice that will help our brain and the mind. So look inside the forehead in the space. So you have to see the three-pointed awareness. What are the three-pointed awareness? First point is that the body is in the state of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Second point, you are looking into the space inside the head. And the third point is that you drop Om Shanti mentally inside the forehead. These three things will remain common. We want to move the mind within. Now in that state, you start breathing quick and short from the chest through both the nostrils. Expansion and contraction of the chest continues. You keep on dropping gently Om Shanti in the space inside the forehead. The body remains steady except the movement of the rib cage. And stop it. Do nothing. Move the mind. No, keep on doing the Om Shanti inside the forehead in the space. At the same time, you are aware of the body. You are experiencing sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Just be there, experience the change, except you are dropping Om Shanti inside the forehead in the space. At least we will be able to observe if the unwanted, unwelcome thoughts are still overpowering our mind, or we are able to separate in that state of calmness, stillness. Now, you are doing Om Shanti, you are aware of the body, you are aware. In that awareness, you start breathing from the belly. That's a longer breath. Om Shanti continues, stillness in the body continues except the expansion and contraction of the belly. Body is in the state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The mind is dropping Om Shanti. It's not forcing, but mind is dropping Om Shanti in the space inside the forehead. With that understanding, you are doing the breathing from the belly. How do we know? When you inhale, the belly expands. When you exhale, the belly contracts. And now leave that practice. Do nothing except Om Shanti continues inside the forehead because that gives us a perspective that you are not associated with the unwanted and the unwelcome thoughts that enters into your mind. We cannot stop that. We can dissociate ourselves. So when we dissociate, we weaken the force of these unwanted, unwelcome thoughts that makes our mind crazy, and the time comes they dissolve by themselves. And now in the same state, Om Shanti continues, and you are looking into the space inside the forehead. Start breathing from the both the belly and the rib cage. Means what? It's a long, deep and the hissing breath. Om Shanti continues. Long, deep and the hissing sound first into the belly, then into the rib cage, breathing out from the belly and from the rib cage. Long, deep and the hissing sound. I have added these physical steps. Not only it will help you to go deeper into the meditation, but it's going to help you the brain and the physiology, etc. And now stop this, do nothing, remain as you are. Even drop the Om Shanti also for some time. The mind moves on the entire body. Feel and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The mind moves on the entire body, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. In that state, this time you inhale deep, silent, and slow. First into the belly, into the chest, up to the throat. Lips remain together. While breathing out through the nostril, make the humming sound louder, deeper, and longer. And stop this, do nothing. Again, move the mind on the entire body from the crown of the head to the toes. Recognize, feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Move the mind once again from the crown of the head to the toes, gently, slowly, and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Now in that state, inhale deep, silent and slow, and drop Om Shanti 3 times. As you are inhaling, mind drops Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. When you exhale, again drop Om Shanti 3 times. Om Shanti, Om Shanti. So you will recognize you sync your inhalation or exhalation with 3 times Om Shanti. So when you sync dropping Om Shanti on the breath 3 times during inhalation and exhalation, it will tell us if the mind is ready to follow us. It takes time, but it's not a big deal. Eyes remain closed, you are in the state of comfort and steadiness of the body. Breath is deep, silent and slow, and dropping Om Shanti. Om is the real self, the pure consciousness. That manifests peace. So that is what we say Om Shanti. When we are doing the 3 times Om Shanti, other fact is that we are trying to bring a sync. What is that sync? Our duration of the inhalation and the exhalation should be equal and the same. So according to the Eastern wisdom, it influences deeply, positively our brain and the functioning of the brain. That is why I have added this step today. Now leave that breathing. Just move the mind inside the heart in the space, singing Om, as if mind is being pushed by singing Om deep inside the cave of your heart. When the mind seemingly stops, drop Shanti, and after that you do nothing. Be in the state of doing nothing, emptiness, or the silence. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences and bring the hands down. Yes. Yeah. How are you?
Good. That's very strong. Yeah.
Very strong?
Yeah, I think so. It's very good.
Very good. That's really good.
Repertoire.